Something is quietly killing your garden's growth, and it's not pests or drought, it's your compost. Yes, that traditional pile of scraps and dry leaves may not be giving your plants the life they truly crave. Let's be honest, traditional composting takes time, patience, and space. You collect scraps, balance greens and browns, turn it weekly, wait for months, and hope it doesn't smell or attract flies. When it's finally ready, much of its original nutrients have already evaporated, leached out, or broken down too slowly for plants to absorb. Modern gardens, especially vegetable beds that are heavily harvested, demand faster nutrient cycling. Your tomatoes, greens, and peppers need quick energy, not a slow trickle. The soil needs microbial diversity now, not 6 months later. That's where the liquid alternative shines. Instead of piling waste into heaps, smart gardeners are now brewing nutrients, transforming kitchen scraps, leaves, and natural boosters into a powerful liquid biofertilizer. It's compost in its most active form, alive, fast, and potent. This living fertilizer feeds both plants and the billions of microbes that make soil fertile. It delivers instant minerals, enzymes, and beneficial bacteria directly to the root zone, exactly where plants can use them. The best part? You can make it right at home, using scraps you already have. Here's the proven formula master gardeners swear by, the secret to reviving even the most tired, compacted, or lifeless soil you'll need: 2 cups of rice wash water, which is the first rinse from raw rice, 1 cup of molasses or brown sugar, 1 cup of finely crushed vegetable scraps, or fruit peels, 2 tablespoons of yeast, which is optional, but a powerful accelerator, and 4 liters of non-chlorinated water. Mix everything in a plastic container with a loose-fitting lid, never metal, stir well, and let it ferment for 7 to 10 days in a shaded, warm area. Stir every 2 days to release trapped gases, and keep the microbes active. When it stops bubbling and smells sweet-sour, kind of like fermented fruit, your bioferment is ready. Before applying, dilute 1 cup of the liquid biofertilizer in 1 liter of water. Water your vegetable beds, potted plants, or even fruit trees with this mixture once a week. For seedlings or delicate plants, use a milder ratio. That's about half a cup per liter of water. You'll notice results in just a few days. Leaves turn greener, roots strengthen, and earthworms begin returning to the soil. That's not magic, it's life at work. The fermented liquid wakes up dormant microbes, releases locked nutrients, and, well, jumpstarts the soil's natural ecosystem. Traditional compost relies on slow decomposition. This living liquid shortcut uses fermentation, a biological process that pre-digests organic material, releasing nutrients in forms plants can immediately absorb. Instead of waiting months, you deliver nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and trace minerals straight into the soil's bloodstream. Even better, it's rich in beneficial microbes, the kind that fix nitrogen, dissolve minerals, and suppress soil diseases. When poured over dry or depleted soil, these microbes multiply, restoring balance and creating that dark, crumbly texture every gardener loves. Think of it as liquid compost tea on steroids, faster, stronger, and more alive. During fermentation, millions of bacteria and fungi break down the organic matter into amino acids, enzymes, and natural growth hormones. Lactobacillus, the same friendly bacteria found in yogurt, dominates the mix, outcompeting harmful pathogens and turning waste into plant-ready energy. When poured into your garden, this microbial army gets to work instantly, rebuilding soil structure, improving aeration, and unlocking nutrients that have been trapped for years. This is why many gardeners see earthworms return within weeks and observe a sudden explosion of new root growth. Your plants don't just grow, they thrive with natural resilience against pests, drought, and disease. Alright folks, here's where the magic really multiplies. That same liquid can be used as a foliar spray. All you need to do is simply dilute 2 tablespoons per liter of water, strain it well, and spray it on your plant leaves, either early in the morning or late in the evening. Within just a few days, you'll notice deep green foliage and some pretty vigorous growth, especially in those leafy greens like kale, spinach, and lettuce. The nutrients are absorbed directly through the leaf pores, giving your plants an immediate energy boost. This method bypasses the soil entirely, which is just perfect for plants that are struggling in poor conditions. Unlike compost, which requires constant turning, space, and waiting, the bioferment method works in any environment, balcony, backyard, or even indoors. It's odorless when done right, saves time, and transforms everyday scraps into pure garden gold. You're no longer wasting nutrients, you're capturing them in their most concentrated form and returning them to the soil where they belong. It's recycling at its smartest, clean, efficient, and deeply sustainable. Gardeners who've switched to this method report stunning results. Vegetable yields double within one season, soil becomes softer, darker, and easier to work with. Pest and disease problems reduce naturally, earthworms and beneficial insects return on their own. In just 2 weeks, even the driest, most lifeless patch of ground begins to show signs of recovery. That's the difference between feeding plants and feeding soil life. Compost had its time, but your garden deserves more. The world beneath your feet is alive, and it needs fuel that keeps up with nature's rhythm. The liquid bioferment method is not just a faster alternative, it's a smarter way to garden, one that restores, revives, and regenerates your soil from the inside out. So the next time you think of tossing your kitchen scraps into a heap, think again. Feed your soil a living drink instead. Your plants will thank you with lush leaves, stronger roots, and bigger harvests than ever before. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Master Gardener on YouTube for more powerful, time-tested garden secrets that truly work. Share this video with fellow gardeners who still struggle with slow composting, and let's help more people grow thriving gardens the smart, living way.